Oke, selamat pagi semuanya. Terima kasih sudah pada join karena sudah waktunya mulai saja untuk acara webinar hari ini ya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Selamat sejahtera bagi kita semua dan semangat pagi.
Beli ikan teri bersama Burhan, belinya sejalak harum.
Selamat pagi kami ucapkan. Selamat datang di event deltapath.
Selamat pagi Bapak Ibu hadirin peserta webinar. Sebelumnya marilah kita panjatkan puji dan syukur kehadirat Tuhan Yang Maha Esa. Berkat limpahan kasih sayangnya kita dapat berkumpul dalam acara webinar Deltapath Technology Solution hari ini.
Saya juga ucapkan selamat pagi waktu Indonesia pada narasumber, yaitu Bapak Andi Chen dari Malaysia. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Andi Chen.
Good morning, everyone.
Oke.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama, Pak. Dan juga Bapak Faisal Halim sebagai Senior Technical Solution dari PT Inov Perdana Teknologi. Selamat pagi, Pak Faisal.
Halo, selamat pagi, Pak Iwan. Selamat pagi semua.
Pagi. Seperti yang kita ketahui bersama, komunikasi bisnis modern adalah komunikasi yang tidak terbatas oleh ruang, waktu, ataupun perangkat. User tentunya sangat mendambakan komunikasi yang interaktif, efisien, mudah, dan bisa menggunakan perangkat pribadi seperti handphone, laptop, tablet, dan tidak terbatas hanya menggunakan lewat telepon, baik itu analog atau berbasis wifi saja, sehingga meningkatkan mobilitas.
Komunikasi bisnis juga tentunya tidak terbatas, baik itu menggunakan GSM, internet, maupun berbasis private network, sehingga komunikasi bisa mudah, murah, efisien, dapat dilakukan dari belahan dunia mana saja.
Berawal dari kebutuhan perusahaan dan karyawan di atas, maka webinar pagi ini hadir dengan tema
Deltapath Technology Solution. Narasumber yang akan mengisi seminar ini adalah Mr. Andi Chen, selaku VP Worldwide Sales Deltapath dari Malaysia.
Ada Bapak Faisal Halim, selaku Pre-Sales PT Inov Perdana Teknologi.
Kami juga perlu sampaikan kepada semua peserta bahwa bagi yang mengikuti acara sampai selesai, masing-masing akan mendapatkan souvenir cantik. Silahkan kirim alamat Bapak Ibu melalui WhatsApp dengan format yang akan kami tampilkan di akhir acara.
Bagi para peserta yang akan bertanya, disilahkan untuk bertanya seputar materi presentasi dalam kolom Q&A di aplikasi Zoom Bapak Ibu hadirin. Pertanyaan tersebut bisa dilakukan ketika presentasi sedang berlangsung dan akan dijawab di akhir presentasi. Dan tentunya untuk pertanyaan terbaik, ini akan menyiapkan souvenir cantik untuk 5 peserta.
Hingga di akhir acara, mohon mengisi feedback form sebagai salah satu syarat untuk ikut dalam pembagian door prize.
Selanjutnya, untuk mendapatkan keberkahan dan kelancaran webinar pagi ini, kita bersama-sama berdoa kepada Tuhan Yang Maha Esa. Doa dimulai. Berdoa selesai.
Bapak Ibu hadirin, acara selanjutnya yaitu opening speech yang akan disampaikan oleh Head of Sales PT Inov Perdana Teknologi, yaitu Bapak Dery Daulay. Yang terhormat Bapak Dery Daulay, disilahkan.
Ya, terima kasih Pak Iwan dan Ibu Eka untuk opening speech-nya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam hangat dan salam sejahtera saya sampaikan teriring ucapan terima kasih kepada rekan-rekan dari berbagai bidang usaha yang telah meluangkan waktunya untuk mengikuti webinar hari ini. Pertama, perkenalkan saya Denny sebagai Head of Sales dari PT Inov Perdana Teknologi. PT Inov Perdana Teknologi sendiri telah berdiri sejak tahun 1998 dan saat ini mempunyai beragam solusi yang pastinya bisa menjadi pilihan atau bahkan mungkin telah menjadi solusi di tempat rekan-rekan sekalian, mungkin seperti dari Mas Wandi yang mungkin ada join di sini, atau mungkin dari Mas Erik juga yang dan beberapa rekan-rekan lain dari bidang usaha yang berbeda. Dari banyak solusi yang dapat Inov berikan, semisal misalnya untuk NICE untuk solusi recording, atau mungkin Poly atau Logitech untuk solusi video conference, Audio Code atau Oracle untuk untuk solusi media gateway, Proofpoint untuk email protection, atau Crestron untuk solusi room automation, Rip Expert atau untuk solusi messaging recording, Yelling, Microsoft, dan Zoom. Salah satunya adalah deltapath. Deltapath adalah solusi IP PABX yang menyatukan berbagai platform komunikasi, peralatan audio dan video, bahkan telepon, desktop, dan perangkat lain termasuk perangkat seluler. Sebagai solusi lapis pertama, tentunya PABX adalah perangkat yang wajib ada di tempat rekan-rekan kerja sekalian yang hadir di sini, sebelum nantinya terintegrasi dengan solusi-solusi seperti mungkin aplikasi call center atau lainnya. Tentunya untuk rekan-rekan sekalian akan timbul pertanyaan, di tempat saya sekarang sudah menggunakan PABX, terus bagaimana positioning baik benefit atau keunggulan dari deltapath terhadap PABX yang ada saat ini. Nah, untuk itu nanti untuk mendapatkan jawabannya akan lebih jelas disampaikan langsung oleh deltapath. Penjelasan secara umum dari deltapath akan disampaikan oleh Mr. Andi Cher selaku Vice President untuk Asia Pasifik. Dan yang seperti telah disampaikan di awal oleh tim moderator Pak Iwan dengan Bu Eka, nanti apabila ada hal-hal yang ingin ditanyakan, bisa ditanyakan di sini ada Mas Faisal dari Business PT Inov. Harapan kami nanti adalah setelah webinar ini, setelah mendapatkan penjelasan perihal positioning, benefit, dan keunggulan deltapath bisa menjadi pertimbangan solusi yang bisa diterapkan di tempat rekan-rekan sekalian. Dan untuk mempersingkat waktu, kami persilakan agar urut-urutan acara bisa segera dijalankan. Terima kasih. Silakan Pak Iwan dan Bu Eka.
Terima kasih Pak Denny untuk opening speech-nya untuk pagi ini.
Bapak Ibu hadirin, selanjutnya adalah acara inti kita, yaitu pembahasan tentang UC Solution dari deltapath yang akan disampaikan oleh VP Worldwide Sales, yaitu Mr. Andy Chen. Andy, you can start your presentation.
Hi, thank you, Iwan. Thank you, Danny, for introducing. My name is Andy. I'm from deltapath.
Andy, please unmute.
All right, thanks. So, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining this session together. We co-host this webinar together with PD Inov, our very long-term partner who has been supporting deltapath for over the almost past decade already. So I hope today we have a session to share the latest solution and also bringing you guys a different solution that we have been working on with other partners in the other regions as well. So nice to see you all here again. It's been 3 years since the pandemic. We last having marketing events together with PD Inov together. So hopefully today you can bring back some news about deltapath solution and as well as the UC industry as well. So let me share my slides. So I hope everyone can see my screen, right? So for whom who is new to deltapath, so I'll spend some time to explain what is deltapath, who we are, and what we do. So deltapath has been established for over 20 years. This year, we are approaching our 23rd year in the market. So before, you may not heard of us before because we were not doing the PABX solution with our own brand, but we sit behind with the other technology solution. For example, Poly, which is Polycom before, they were our solution technology partner, where we work closely together, and we help them to sell their IP phones, and also as well as whenever they have opportunities for IP phones, they will resell our solution as well. And globally, Poly is also using our solution as their UC solution as well. And other than Poly, Juniper Networks, the network firewall and switches vendor, it's also our close partner, where globally they're also deploying our solutions to their own offices around the world. So what we do, so this year or recently, our key offering, it's I would say it's 3 different sectors. So one, the first one is a replacement for different existing UC solution in the market. For example, Cisco and Avaya, because of their end of life policy, as well as when the solution is an end of life, they also are changing the way of business from subscription, from perpetual to subscription. And as for deltapath, we are actually offering both ways. So if user want, we can offer our subscription model or perpetual model. It can be on-premise, it can be VM based, or it can be hosted on cloud solution. For example, AWS, Microsoft Azure. We can also co-host. We can also host our images on the cloud solution platform that you prefer. And the second one is we also offering a white labeling service for companies who wants to own their UCaaS business. For example, with Inov, we've been co-hosting our white label solution with a partner, Icon Plus, in the Indonesia market for cloud offering. So we're actually providing all our solutions, including the mobile application, the web interface, as well as the PC softphone. We have our deltapath own brand, and if customer they want to host their own service, we can help them white label the service into their own brand as well. And the last thing is digital transformation. Especially for the past 3 years, people are trying to find a new way to how to continue their business while during pandemic. And even after post-pandemic, people are start thinking about how they can revamp the office into an open office, and people can have a different way or lifestyle of working, so to support them to work from home. And even contact center, all the agents can just turn on their PC or turn on their mobile to continue working anytime, anywhere. And other than that, we're also doing digital transformation with other corporate, where we will be touching into those solutions later, where we are helping different vertical sector, for example, hospital, hotel, or retail business, how we can integrate together with the existing third-party solutions and have a more tight integration to have a better workflow together with their third-party system by doing APIs integration together. So here are some fact sheets about the we're helping them to integrate all different UC items together into one single UC communication platform. And okay, so introducing some of our DevOps team. So our company was started in Hong Kong 22 years ago, And about 8-9 years ago, our company started to move forward to the North American market and also Europe market. So our bosses started our new office 8 years ago in San Jose, United States. So right now, our headquarters is in USA, San Jose. So inside Silicon Valley. And Hong Kong is our Asia Pacific headquarters. And we have our R&D center in New Zealand. And we also have our support center in Philippines and our QA center in Japan and Taiwan. And also we have many other partners, very supportive partners in different Asia Pacific region, including not just Indonesia, but also include Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and all the other Asia Pacific countries. We have our own local partner who support us to promote deltapath solution to the market. So for the past 20 years, right now, we have already have 2,000 enterprise customer worldwide, connecting over 600,000 endpoints across 94 countries. And we have over 22 years experience already. And on the Gartner, we are the vendors to watch. So as explained, that we are the strategic partner with Poly and also Juniper Networks. And there's one technology solution which we started to work with them 3 years ago, which is Dolby. The Dolby, which is not Adobe, but Dolby, the cinema theater Dolby. We are bringing their voice surround sound solution into our conference room. So here's one simple picture that explains everything. Give you a slight idea of what solutions we have in our one single UC box. So our solution is for replacing, can be replaced to other third-party solution like Cisco, Avaya, or Mitel, or any other solution. So we have a wide range of IP phone support that we can help customer to reposition the existing legacy IP phones. So just plug on the network, point to a positioning server, and we will push the new firmware that's supported by deltapath and allow those phones to register into our platform. So this is our basic solution, and it also includes the audio conference bridge, as well as fax to email, e-faxing, voicemail, video mail, and we have our IVR included, and also a very robust, easy to use self-service portal, and also the mobile application on iOS and Android, as well as MacBook and also the Windows 10 and 11. So also there are some VAS solutions. So you can, customer, if you want, you can just enable the license without adding another part of hardware, which makes your architecture more clumsy. So it's just a very easy license enablement. Then you'll be able to add the call recording, video recording. We have the in-outbound call center. We have our service provider billing system. We have the enterprise IM module where the customer can own their instant messaging within their own premise. So for people who doesn't want their data to be thrown out to the public network, for example, your staff or your agent maybe heavily rely on, for example, WhatsApp Messenger or WeChat or any others, then they want to have a better, more secured internal communication, then you can use our internal or use our enterprise IM, which everything you chat, you talk, you share will be stored within the system, and you can also always have a log to track back all the informations that your staff has been shared within the network. And also we have the alarm dispatch notification, which helps you to integrate with any IoT device using either API or a RESTful API, or for example, the HTTP post or GET method to integrate with IoT device. For example, later on, I'll have some example that we integrate with healthcare devices or maybe fire alarm devices, where when we detect the alarm, when the switch is got turned on, then we send the alarm out to all the personnel in your front line. And also in order to enhance the alarm notification, we also embed together the push-to-talk, walkie-talkie together within the same mobile application, where the frontline staff can use the mobile application not just for text, call, video call, but they can also use it as just like a walkie-talkie within one single mobile application. And we have integration with CRM. Salesforce is something that we offer off the shelf. You can find deltapath solution under Salesforce digital market that you can download as long as you have the deltapath solution and with the Salesforce license. Then it's like a plug and play. Then you can integrate with a third-party CRM system. For other CRM system, we also provide a solution by providing our API to let third-party CRM solution to integrate with us to when incoming call, we can allow the pop-up by doing the post notification to the third-party system. And we do also have integration with Microsoft Teams, where we'll be in touch later on under this Microsoft Teams solution. So another key offering is integration. So we have a lot of built-in integration and native support for a number of application and IoT device. So some of these are just on the list that we have been working together with some third-party manufacturer, including Toppan, Caricom, iPhone. These are the healthcare players in the healthcare market. So they have a lot of different solutions within the hospital environment. And also for security, for example, one of them you may heard of is Axis, where they do a lot of IP security camera, where how we can integrate with the security camera by, for example, if we see someone which is not recorded in the system by looking at the face in the camera, then we can sound the alarm to the security team, where there's some anomalous trying to stand at your door and looking and don't know what they're doing, then we can sound the alarm and inform the security. And all these integrations are doing by RESTful API or webhooks. So here are some devices and agnostics, which, for example, all different things, all different phones. For example, you have environment where you already have different solutions in different branches, for example. So then you can consider plugging in different phones in under the same deltapath UC platform. So we can, or of course, we support all the different devices from Poly, which is our close long-term partner. And we do support for Cisco phones, where the new models or the old models, you can disconnect them away from Cisco call manager and connect back to us. And also then you can connect as well as via different models of a wire phone as well. And meanwhile, we do also support for Microsoft Teams, where we support, for example, if you have corporate, for example, 2,000 person, you want to go for Microsoft Teams voice solution. So in the market, the usual solution is you go for the Microsoft certified SBC solution. So we are actually partnering with those SBC solution partners, where, for example, you have a company organization of 2,000 staff, then where you can actually, for example, you want maybe only 10 or 20% of the Microsoft Teams staff to be on the Microsoft cloud voice license or the E5 license, where you have to spend more money on those solutions, for example, $8 per user per month. But for the rest of the user, the other staff, non-executive staff, you can actually use the SBC solution to route the rest of the users to deltapath UC platform. Then you can actually have cost saving, and as well as we actually provide Microsoft Teams application where staff can make calls directly from the Microsoft Teams application without having the E5 license or the Microsoft Cloud license, where I'll have another few slides at the end of today's session to show you how actually our deltapath team solution work. So here is a full list of supported endpoints for on deltapath platform. So we have a full list of excuse me. So we have a full list of poly deltapath solution, where from very old time we support the poly sound point, the IP phone, VVX, HDX group solution, RMX, Trio, CCX, and on the newer one, on the other brand, we do support for all different kinds of Cisco model from old to new, the 7.9 series, and up to the latest, the 8X series or the 7X series. We all support all these models. And recent years, we started to have requests from Mitel users that they want to switch from the existing Mitel platform due to lack of features on Mitel system, especially on the mobile application side. So we help them to certify different models of Mitel. And the list is actually keep on adding once our client has a request that their existing phone model, then you can always request our partner PD Inov to let them know what existing phone models you're using and check whether we do support, we are able to make the auto provisioning on the deltapath platform. So the basic rules, the most simple rule is as long as that phone model support SIP, then we will have a way to make it support on our platform. And also for our wire phones, audio codes, Yelling, and also Snom, we have supported different models. And actually, there are a bigger list of supported models on our brochure, where it listed around 80 different models from different brands. So one of the topic is like end of life and end of sales of Avaya Aura 8 CM. So one concern to most of the enterprises, end of support, meaning on their system, there will be no security updates. So in order to keep on doing the security updates, so the only way maybe is by upgrading your existing system, but that also means your existing license will no longer be what you have owned. So for example, for Avaya, what they're doing is you have to update, and then that means the perpetual license that you have purchased, they will change it to subscription model on the latest model. So the fee that you will be paying ongoing will no longer be like a maintenance fee. So meaning that if you stop paying the maintenance before, you can still use the system. But nowadays, if you stop paying the maintenance after you upgrade, because they changed the subscription model. So they actually won't allow you to use the system anymore because you're not paying the subscription fee. So nowadays, what deltapath is offering is for Avaya or Cisco Call Manager users. We are offering a solution to help you convert all your existing Avaya phones or Cisco phones, keep them, and change it into our deltapath platform. So here it's how it actually looks. So from here, we will have like our deltapath UC server. So there are actually a couple of ways of doing it. So one is we totally replace your system. So replace your deltapath UC platform, then connects all the Avaya phones. We provide you the mobile application as well as the PC softphone and connect to the network. Another solution is, for example, you are using legacy system, a wire system, or any system that do not provide you a very good mobile application or PC softphone solution. what you can do is actually you can keep your existing, for example, you still want to keep your call manager without changing it yet this year because due to your contract with Avaya is still there. Then you can add on the deltapath UC server first, and then do a SIP trunk integration or E1 trunk integration together with Avaya or Panasonic or NEC or Nortel. Then we can actually be the provider of the deltapath mobile or the PC softphone. So you can start your digital transformation journey without actually replacing your entire system at the very beginning. So just add on our box and we help you to provide the mobility solution and the PC softphone while you keep your existing system. So our mobility application, we help you to support to work from anytime, anywhere. So this is the look on our deltapath mobile, where if you go on iOS, the App Store or on the Google Play Store, and if you search for deltapath mobile, then you'll be able to find this mobile application. And on Windows or the Mac Store, then you can go to Mac Store, Windows, then you can go to the Microsoft Windows Store and also search for deltapath, then you'll be able to find an application called deltapath Engage. So from there, on these applications, you'll be able to do its, of course, the standard voice calling, the video calling, and there's a phone book for you to search and integrate with your company Active Directory. And we have a call history, and we have the IM icon for you to do the instant messaging together. And the Windows version or the Mac version works the same, but it's just supporting on a different platform on your PC. So once somebody called you, all your devices, including your desk phone, your mobile application, and the PC softphone, will simultaneously ring together. So you'll never miss a call. Then you can start working from anytime, anywhere. So nowadays, like we have different customers. The biggest one that we latestly do is one's reference is AirAsia. AirAsia, they started using our solution 5 years ago, starting from their headquarters in Malaysia. In Malaysia, they have around 2,000 staff. And when they switched to our solution, they were using Cisco before, but they switched to our solution, 80% of the staff, they stopped using the desk phone because they revamped the entire office. All the office desks is like open space. They can sit anywhere, they can work anywhere. And what they provide them is just an account on the PC or on the mobile application, whichever the staff would like to use, and they just provide them a headset. And I think that's the way of how most of the organization are changing the way to support the staff in terms of communication, especially in this way. Then you can avoid a lot of clumsy network cabling before you have to preplan all your cabling, how many ports available for each of the staff. I may need a data port, I may need a voice port separately, then I have to ensure I have enough power socket, but now it's just one single device can achieve everything already by using the mobility or the PC softphone solutions. So this is the other way that I've mentioned by integrating with legacy PABX. So we have a lot of customers, for example, they were still using NEZ, and they actually do not have the plan to replace the entire system because of replacing the entire solution into IP phone, meaning they have to revamp their entire network as well, including the switches, change to manageable switch or PoE switch. So what they're doing is actually doing from the legacy PBX, connect with a SIP trunk or using ISDN or zero trunk to tie trunk through a gateway to deltapath UC solution. So the deltapath UC already provides a SBC within the within the same unit of UC. Then we can provision, for example, when they have new staff, then they can consider adding IP phone by provisioning by deltapath, or on the internet side, then they can support them by using the deltapath mobile or the deltapath engage on PCs or phone, so they can keep their legacy PBX and continue to have a digital transformation by adding a deltapath PC mobility box. So contact center, it's something deltapath has been providing for the last 15 years. And last year in 2022, we started to have some new features to cope with the market needs or trends. So one of them, it's like a very easy to use call web RTC service. So imagine when you want to run a support hotline, and your support hotline may not be only a local service, but you may also running for entire national-wide support service, or maybe globally you want web, your client can go on the web page, click the link, and they'll be able to contact you without making an actual phone call. So I'll do a quick demonstration for this part. So I open up my browser and I go to the deltapath homepage. Service and support. Contact technical support. So from here, I can actually call support now by using my web browser and ask my name. I enter my name and click next. And join now. Suppose I can use my video because I'm using this Zoom session. I'm blocking my video, so I can't use my camera right now for this demo. And for now, I just have to wait for somebody to pick up. And right now, it'll be in the queue.
Your call is now first in line and will be answered by the next available representative. Thank you for your patience.
Hello, deltapath.
Hello, Kenny.
Hello. Hello, Andy. Hello.
Hi, I'm doing a demo on WebRTC call center.
Okay. In
Okay.
Indonesia?
Yeah, I'm doing a demo.
Selamat pagi.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. So this is how it works. So is we provide you a link and also a cloud service. Then what you have to do then is just modify your web page. We have a support web page with a button. Then once you click the button, it triggers the link to the WebRTC service and call to your support hotline. So the other services that we are launching last year, it's omni-channel service. So in the trend, there are a lot of corporate looking for social media because of the latest generation. They now started in the trend of texting instead of actually making calls to the support center. So we do support for different social media platform, a wide range of social media platform, including Facebook, WeChat, Line, Telegram, web chat, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram. So all these and also email and SMS. So all these we're creating a platform integrating all together into one single page. So your agent can be able to answer calls and also reply social media chats at the same time. So here's a page of how the omnichannel agent looks like. So from here, on top, you'll see a button where the agent can make phone call, or when there's a call incoming, then they can click on the button. They will have a pop-up from here, and they can click on the button to answer the call on the soft phone. On the side, so from here they will see different incoming tickets. So there's an icon on different tickets, and also saying who is the what's the customer name, and what social media that they're incoming from. For example, this one Instagram, this one is SMS, this one is Facebook Messenger, and so on and so on, and this one is WhatsApp. So from here, all these information, once somebody try to chat with you, on the side there's information if they were a customer before that using the same Facebook account or the same WhatsApp account, and all the information will be listed here. And you'll also be able to find the previous tickets by clicking on the history information to loop to the previous tickets. And from here, you will have the chat box where you can directly chat with your customer through the Facebook Messenger, or for example, the WhatsApp Messenger. So this is one of our references. It's Chonghua Hospital. So it's one of the biggest hospital in private hospital in Philippines. They started using our WebRTC solution as well as our omnichannel solution to be their hospital support hotline, where they can now having for example customer patient that they can directly click on the web page, line up, and if needed, it actually can be a video call directly face-to-face medical telemedic support with the patient and the doctor when they have scheduled a call to use the WebRTC to do the telemedic communication. And from the omnichannel point of view, they can also help the customer by chatting with the frontline hospital staff when there's a need. Then they will be sending inquiries, for example, making an appointment with the doctors, or booking a surgery time through the social media. The other solution is in-life insurance solution in the also in Philippine market. So where they are integrating with their CRM system, where the agent staff will be using our single platform on the PC to serve the customer when they are chatting with different source of social media. For example, some people may use Line, some people may use Telegram, some people may use WhatsApp. So before the agent has to hold different social media on the mobile, and they have to switch around to make sure no message are missed. Right now, with a one single integrated solution, then all the chats can integrate into one single source, and also all these chat history will be synced or stored into one single platform by like a ticketing system. And from the ticketing system, we also provide a knowledge base where when the agent reply to the client, they can reply from the knowledge base, where the knowledge base will tell them very unified answer. So instead of have to search or remember all the solutions, the knowledge base will, based on the customer inquiry from the keywords, they will search from the knowledge base to find the best answer for the agent to answer. And Luia, it's another financial service company. It's one of the leading non-bank financial institution in Philippines for more than 3,000 branches nationwide. So it's they specialize in pawning, so it's a pawn shop. So there was a huge problem with managing the report coming from different call center queries. So incoming calls were not shared with the agent, and they have to assign specific agent to pick up certain calls. And the cost of the subscription of the toll fee numbers are very high as well. So for deltapath, what solution we are providing is for all the incoming calls from the call center hotline, whether it's coming from the landline or the GSM mobile or the web RTC, are now evenly distributed to different agents instead of they have to assign different hotlines for different clients directly contacting a particular agent. And right now, 40% of the call are coming from web RTC. So they can actually cut a lot of costs from the PSTN side. And callers are happy to leverage to use the technology because it also saves the cost from your customer as well. They don't have to call the landline. And also the call center report has been significantly reduced the management cost, where we have a robust call center report that we have been working and enhancing for the past 15 years, that they're collecting different customers' feedback to have an easy to use and also very informative call center solution report for their management use or review. So other than call center, the other thing that I want to discuss is the UC and IoT PBX integration. So in the market, so IPPBX, there are many brands, Cisco, Avaya, Alu. In China, there are some new solutions as well, New Rock, Yesta, and the traditional way they have NEC or Panasonic, Fujitsu, and also we are one of the players in the market. There are a lot of different market players. But in terms of UC, IPPBX, that includes chat, voice, video call, fax to email, call center, all in one solution. And then we're actually in the same picture together with Cisco and Avaya. And to furthermore to elaborate our solution, so we have been working with different partners to bring our brand deltapath into another level to become not just IPPBX, not just unified communication, but also we integrate with IoT devices. So it becomes an IoT triggering devices and alarm triggering center altogether with the unified communication solutions. So one of the example, it's inside the hospital, we have another brand of mobility application called deltapath Acute. So it's a mobility solution that improves patients' quality of care and decrease the staff being burned out. Because globally, in hospital environment, they do not have enough nurses or doctors to serve all the clients on time. So with our mobility application, these nurses and doctors, they can actually not just stay into a station and wait for a call or wait for somebody to press the alarm and go. So we enhance the overall mobility communication by using deltapath Acute. So when patient call, we receive the patient information. When doctor and nurses trying to discuss on certain topics, for example, they need to discuss on schedule the surgery next week, they can use our IM integration to integrate with the existing nurse call or hospital information system, where from there, all the information can use our API to push all the patient's information, for example, the X-ray result or the diagnostic result directly from the X-ray system to our IM system and automatically create an IM group with all the required parties, bring them all into a group and share all the information, then they can start chatting. And after chatting, when they close the group, all this information will be using API to sync back to the HIS system. So the other solution that we are providing is the push to talk, where on the deltapath mobile, and they can use it like a walkie-talkie. So traditional walkie-talkie, it's so you have to pay a high maintenance cost because of the walkie-talkie devices. You have to keep on replacing them, and also there comes with a problem with the with a couple of things. First one is the security, where the security it's of the walkie-talkie. You can say there's no security because when somebody know your channel number, they can actually tune into your channel number and they can start listening, or maybe even worse, they pretend to be yourself. So by using the IP-based walkie-talkie, so there's no such thing as channel. So all the communications are encrypted and they're all recorded in our system. And the other thing is also based on channel, because maybe you have different groups of frontline people. You have to switch channel in order to talk to different channel. By using digitalized push-to-talk walkie-talkie, then you can have multiple channels simultaneously at the same time. Then you can actually listen to all these channels at the same time, or also select to talk to any one of the channel. And the third thing, it's about the geographic location. So for example, you have a large scale of landscape that your staff needs to communicate. Using walkie-talkie, you may have difficulty by talking from staff A to staff B if they are from both from one end to the other end of your landscape. Maybe because of the distance, you won't be able to. They may not be able to communicate with each other. And with the digitalized push-to-talk solution, then no matter where you are, even you're in Jakarta or another staff is in Bali, they can still keep in touch by using the walkie-talkie solution. And the third thing of the solution that we provide altogether with the IoT solution is the alarm incident dispatch system. So for example, here is one of the solutions that we provide to a hotel. That we set that the room or the customer can press and request from you prepare the tablet or like a iPad in their room, so they can press for services and request for different things. For example, they want to change towel, they need more shampoo, or they need the room to be clean. They press the request, the frontline receive, and from the frontline they can distribute the alert or the request to the frontline staff that which room need what kind of service, and they can press to acknowledge that they are heading to the service and they have completed the service by using the pop-up notification on the mobile application. So all these different solutions, today I'll give you one sample where we have integrated all these solutions into one application called deltapath and providing into hospital environments, where we combine the push-to-talk, the nurse call, phone call, video call, EMR integration, IM functionality into one single application. So in the hospital environment, where on the bedside unit, they have, in tradition, they will have a button for the patient to press. And when they press the button, then the LED in front of the room will light up. And also in the nurse station will also light up, tell them which room needs service. So this is the traditional way, where the nurse has to be stationed in the nurse station to in order to receive or to be notified on any incident happen to any patient. So on our application, that actually helps the patient to press the required service, for example, emergency, or they need toilet, or they need other medical support. Then when they press, the nurse or doctors will actually receive, whether it's emergency or just a standard service, then they will receive from which room, which client, what is their patient history, the age, what is the things that they need to be aware about the patient, and not just receiving the alarm from these devices, they can actually directly talk to the patient. So without going to the patient, they can already start the communication with the patient or the stationed nurse who required emergency service from the doctor. And from the IM chat, we're also integrating with their HIS system, where whenever they have a certain incident, they need to open up a group chat on their nurse call system or HIS system. They will call our API to initiate a group chat and send in all the information required about the patient, including patient history or the diagnostic results, and they can start chatting. So this is another integration with another IoT devices. They have a lot of different gadgets, so IoT gadgets. So one of them is, for example, the sensing wave system. So on the bed, using a sensing wave system, they can actually sense the heart rate, breathing, body movement, getting out of bed, entering bed, sleeping, all this motion, they can actually detect by using these sensing wave devices. And once we receive, for example, the patient supposed not get out of bed. If they get out of bed, we sound the alarm. The patient heart rate suddenly drops or rise, or they stop breathing. We sound the alarm. We can call the family patient. We can call the hospital. We can call the home nursing. So these devices can be used into different environments as well. And here's the current nurse call setup overview of one of the Japan government hospital in Tokyo area. So this part is from our partner called CareCom, where they have all the bed unit, the toilet unit, the room, blue call button for emergency call. And all these devices are connecting to IP exchanger. And then they integrate with our deltapath UC solution. All the doctor and nurses will hold a handheld Android or iOS devices to install with Acute with different extension. Whenever somebody sounds an alarm, we will ring to the certain group of nurse or doctor who are on duty. And it can also ring to the IP desk phone as well. So this is one of the example, which is a university of Fukui Hospital. So they have a 25 clinical department with 600 beds. And before they were using a lot of different solutions, PHS phones, and they have walkie-talkie, and the communication is actually separated with the phone call system. So phone call system is phone call system. And they have a PHS system for internal call or personal call. And they have the nurse call system, which all are separated items. So when we enter, and deltapath actually provide a communication upgrade platform where we use Acute handheld device for mobile to integrate all these solutions together and provide to all their medical staffs. So another IoT devices integration example, it's a fire alarm system. So in the entire architecture, there are actually a couple of layers. So we have the application layers, where deltapath is one of them, and they also have the fire alarm monitoring system, which is from our fire alarm partner. And there's a transmission layer, where transmission can be over the mobile network, 4G, 5G, can be over the internet, can be over the SD-WAN. And we have the detection layer where all the IoT devices are in place, including camera, or maybe the combustion detection, or maybe the temperature or humidity integrate the detector. And they have also the horn device, where we can actually send the signal to sound the siren alarm. or also the water pipe. Whenever there's a need, and we started to trigger these devices to start pumping water, to trigger the fire alarm procedure. And they also have the fireproof SIP-based speaker, where it can actually, for example, we started to trigger an alarm, it started to announce the evacuation procedure through these SIP speakers. So, so all these integrations is actually done by RESTful API. So our partners, how they started is actually using, for example, some very simple postman application to try triggering these alarms using our provided API. We have over 400 APIs from the system. So here's one example. So they have a combustible gas detector. So once it detects some combustion gas on up to a certain level, for example, this example is in power plant environment. So when they detect, it actually calls to a ring group. So it rings all the mobile GSM, it rings the mobile extension, it rings a bunch of security staff. So or the managerial grade. So once they receive the call, they press code. They will announce what is the issue to the recipient. For example, combustion gas detected in zone A, first floor. And then they can actually first check whether it is true or not. Then they can press the code. For example, they predefine the code is 22344. And once they press, it will start the entire evacuation procedure. For example, they will start first play the announcement broadcast to all the units. Then it will start sounding the siren alarm from the IP horn. And also it will, for example, they can start spraying the waters, or maybe starting to spray the fireproof foam inside the data center room to protect all the equipments. And they also can maybe have the option to press 0 to cancel the alarm. Maybe there's a false alarm. They're going to check, so they can press 0 to cancel the alarm. Or they can even press another button to initiate conference call to all predefined parties. For example, they have 10 people, including the boss, the frontline, the managers. They want to initiate predefined meetings, emergency meetings. Then they can press a button to start an emergency meeting. So other than the combustion device, there are actually a lot of different things. Like, for example, the fire alarm station, they connect all these fire alarm detection, like the temperature detector, the combustion gas detector, CO2 detector. We connect through a centralized analog devices and collect the logs and send the API to us. And we trigger the calls to different mobile apps. Sorry, is there a question? I'm seeing a lot of queries and questions from the group. Hello. I heard my time is over, is it?
Yes, Pak. Your time is over, Pak.
Can I have 5 more minutes? I'll just do a quick go through. Sorry,
Okay, no
took a lot of
5
time.
minutes. Okay, no problem, Pak. 5 minutes.
5 more minutes. Okay, so I'll skip this part. And if you're interested, then you can let us know later. So I'll skip this part as well. So this is PMS integration. So we provide hospital, hotel hospitality integration to replace, for example, traditional Nortel or Alcatel Lucent. That we have all these functions like check-in, check-out, minibar, do not disturb, morning call. So hotel is available. So the last part is Microsoft Teams talk. So I'll spend a little time, like 3 minutes here. So if you go on Teams, so you can go on applications and you search for deltapath talk, and you can add it to your team, to your team account. So once you've added, then of course you need to have our deltapath service where you have to install the our deltapath engage on the same PC as well. Then on Teams you get a keypad. Then from here you can dial the number, and then it will be able to dial out from there. So to the experience of the users, they're like using a team to make calls. And other than using these dial pad to make call, they can also from the chat room to any of the chat. For example, I look for my boss, then click on this one, you will see the deltapath talk. From here, if you have the phone book record under your Microsoft Active Directory, then you'll be able to find the number. You click the number and click, for example, audio call, then you'll be able to make call. So last page to wrap up deltapath specialty. So we are UC replacement. We're very focusing on UC replacement, especially on Cisco and VIA. And we serve for different scale of customer, from small, then you can go on cloud, or maybe 100, you can already have a small box, up to large enterprise over 1,000. We have, for example, Juniper Networks, they have 10,000 DAOs globally. And we have a rich API, 400 plus APIs ready for integrations. And whatever you can think of, you can explore our APIs to have some new solutions to push to the market. And so we also provide our private cloud solution. So if you want a cloud solution, but you want to on-premise, so we can provide a cloud private cloud solution. And we are very rich. We have very rich reference in different vertical markets, including healthcare, hospitality, retail, contact center vertical market. And you can bring your own carrier PSTN by connecting a SIP trunk directly to our box without adding additional SBC. And also we have also gone through some push-to-talk solution for real-time communications. And we have very strong footprint throughout the last 23 years in Asia Pacific, especially in Japan for the healthcare market. All right, thanks for your time. Should I answer some of the questions from the Q&A session?
Yeah, great. Okay. The question maybe you can answer after Faisal presentation.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your complete presentation, Andy. We hope your
Thank you.
explanation can be our solution to
Thank you.
our user di Indonesia.
Oke, untuk Bapak Ibu hadirin, untuk selanjutnya yaitu presentasi versi bahasa untuk merangkum dan menjelaskan materi yang disampaikan sebelumnya oleh Mr. Andy Chen, yang akan disampaikan oleh Pre-Sales dari PT Inov Dana Teknologi, yaitu Bapak Faisal Halim. Kepada Bapak Faisal, silakan.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Iwan dan Bu Eka. Oke, selamat siang semuanya. Saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada para tamu yang telah join di webinar hari ini. Perkenalkan, nama saya Faisal Halim. Saya pre-sales di PT Inov Dana Teknologi untuk di deptapath solution. Oke, untuk mempersingkat waktu, kita lanjut langsung aja ke materi untuk merecap apa yang telah di-present oleh Mr. Andi. Oke, baik, poin-poinnya adalah pertama, deptapath solution ini pertama untuk mereplace existing UC server yang ada di customer Bapak Ibu atau di user. Jadi fungsinya apa? Jadi untuk kita punya beberapa challenge ya, di mana UC server di customer mengalami license-nya end of life, kemudian butuh subscription yang price-nya atau secara cost tinggi, kemudian kita juga harus mengganti IP phone, misalkan IP phone-nya sudah tidak support dengan versi tertentu. Nah, dengan UC server deltapath kita dapat menggantikan UC server Cisco, Avaya, dan Metal tersebut dengan mempertahankan existing IP phone. Jadi kita tidak perlu invest IP phone yang baru, kita cukup bisa mengandalkan IP phone existing untuk deltapath, sehingga kita dapat mereduce cost. Terlebih license deltapath itu dia lifetime, artinya kita hanya sekali order kita bisa gunakan seterusnya. Kemudian kelebihannya juga license kita multiple device, artinya satu license untuk per user kita bisa gunakan di any device, misalkan di laptop, di smartphone, atau di Mac, atau di IP phone, desk phone, itu kita bisa lakukan bersama. Jadi dalam 3 device kita cukup hanya butuh satu license. Kemudian selanjutnya, selain itu deltapath UC server kita bisa kita bicara dengan white labeling. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu misalkan ingin meng-create use case baru, misalkan membuat bisnis use case service baru, kita bisa melakukan white labeling, artinya kita misalkan Bapak punya perusahaan A, Bapak Ibu bisa sebagai provider untuk nanti akan disewakan ke customer lain dengan nama brand dari perusahaan Bapak Ibu. Kemudian yang poin kedua adalah device agnostic, artinya deltapath solusi kita tidak bisa diregister atau diintegrasikan dengan perangkat-perangkat apapun selama dia open untuk chip base-nya. Artinya kita bisa menggunakan perangkat Cisco, Avaya, Yearling, atau any device. Yang terpenting adalah dia sudah support chip. Oke, kemudian yang poin berikutnya, deltapath solution kita sudah reach API yang sudah untuk integrasi ke beberapa aplikasi yang sudah support API. Kemudian yang keempat, kita built-in integration dengan beberapa native application seperti Teams, Salesforce, seperti yang tadi sudah dijelaskan, dipresentasikan oleh Andy Chen. Teams integrasi yang dimaksud adalah seperti contoh, kita tidak menggunakan namanya Teams Direct Routing, tapi kita menggunakan integrasi langsung dengan deltapath sehingga kita tidak membutuhkan license phone system atau E5 atau E3. Oke, kemudian poin selanjutnya adalah mobility application. Jadi dengan deltapath solution kita bisa melakukan komunikasi dari smartphone, tidak terbatas dengan di IP phone yang ada di meja-meja. Jadi kita bisa dari mana aja, kita bisa melakukan koneksi atau komunikasi dengan semua user atau ke user yang ada di outside, yang ada di luar kantor kita. Kemudian poin selanjutnya, mobility for Avaya. Jadi ketika ada kita PABX yang Avaya memiliki keterbatasan untuk mobility, artinya dia hanya bisa untuk registrasi IP phone, kita bisa melakukan integrasi dengan Avaya existing dengan ke deltapath solusi kita, sehingga Avaya extension yang tadinya dia hanya di desk phone atau di meja, kita bisa bawa kemanapun melalui di smartphone atau dari macOS. Oke, selanjutnya kita juga bisa melakukan namanya mobility extension untuk legacy UC, artinya dengan sama seperti modeling Avaya, beberapa legacy UC yang tidak bisa melakukan mobility di smartphone, kita bisa mengenhance ya, menambah kemampuannya dengan mengintegrasikan dengan datapath solusi. Kemudian kita juga ada fitur tambahan yaitu namanya Kins Contact Center, di mana jika Bapak Ibu punya customer yang membutuhkan contact center untuk hotel atau untuk banking atau untuk rumah sakit, kita bisa menambah fitur ini, di mana di fitur ini di contact center yang dari deltapath kita juga ada fitur yang baru dinamakan call web RTC. Fungsinya apa? Call web RTC ini digunakan untuk supaya mempermudah user yang ada di outside, dia bisa melakukan call dari web browser. Misalkan dari web browser perusahaan atau dari web browser call center. Jadi dia bisa melakukan call dari sana. Kemudian kita juga ada namanya omnichannel. Omnichannel ini seperti untuk menghandle channel-channel dari sosial media seperti WhatsApp, Telegram, Twitter. Jadi dalam satu ticketing dan bisa terintegrasi dengan satu agent yang sama. Jadi dari agent tersebut dia bisa menghandle semua dari channel-channel tersebut dan juga dapat melakukan call ketika dibutuhkan. Oke, selanjutnya nextnya datapath solusi yang kita tawarkan, kita juga bisa melakukan namanya high availability untuk kebutuhan jika kalau dari Bapak Ibu membutuhkan kemampuan DRC. Jadi high capability di sini kita bisa high capability di lokal atau di geo. Jadi kalau lokal high capability ini kita ada dua device yang saling membackup di satu tempat. Jadi ketika nanti perangkat yang satu down, dia akan bisa mengcover dengan perangkat yang satunya lagi. Kalau dengan perbedaannya apa dengan yang geo perbedaannya dia ditaruh di tempat yang berbeda. Tetapi secara fungsinya sama, yaitu untuk mengcover ketika ada problem di perangkat yang aktif. Oke, demikian recap dari saya. Terima kasih atas waktunya. Silakan untuk Pak Iwan dan Bu Eka kembalikan. Makasih semua.
Oke, terima kasih Bapak Faisal Halim yang sudah menjelaskan dengan detail terkait UC solution dari deltapath. Semoga bisa memberikan solusi bagi perusahaan Bapak atau Ibu semuanya.
Bapak Ibu hadirin, tidak terasa materi pokok dari kami sudah selesai. Selanjutnya adalah sesi jawaban dari 5 pertanyaan terbaik yang sudah disampaikan pada Q&A. Kelima pertanyaan akan dijawab langsung oleh Andi Chen. Hai Andi.
Hi.
Andi.
Hi. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, your voice is okay.
I can't hear you, Iman. You're on mute.
Sorry, you can answer maybe about my patient as I info from our group.
Sorry.
You can answer the question as my info in the WhatsApp group.
Let me see. I'm actually replying on this webinar already. I'm starting to answer some of the questions. So
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
That's Andi.
thank you.
Oke Bapak Ibu hadirin, selagi kita menunggu Andi untuk menjawab, selanjutnya adalah kami ingatkan kembali bagi Bapak Ibu hadirin yang belum yang belum tahu belum mengikuti acara dari awal, bahwa nanti di akhir acara disilahkan untuk mengisi form yang telah kami siapkan, dan nanti silakan dikirimkan alamat resmi dari Bapak Ibu hadirin semuanya, karena kami akan memberikan souvenir bingkisan buat Bapak Ibu hadirin peserta yang hadir pada kesempatan di hari ini, dan saya langsung di-share untuk scan barcode ataupun nanti langsung aja ditulis, monggo dimasukin ke gambar WhatsApp. Silakan untuk pengisian identitas masing-masing peserta untuk pengiriman souvenir dan door prize. Silakan Bapak Ibu mengirimkan biodata masing-masing dengan cara scan barcode yang ditampilkan di layar. Kemudian akan mengarah ke nomor ponsel kami atau saya sendiri. Dan kemudian nanti kirim biodata diri sesuai dengan format yang saya berikan. Ini merupakan syarat untuk kita mendapatkan door prize dan souvenir pada penghujung acara nanti. Berikan waktu 5 menit untuk Bapak Ibu hadirin mengisi biodatanya. Silahkan. Baik Bapak Ibu, sambil kita menunggu untuk jawaban dari Andi, dan selanjutnya adalah Bapak Ibu bagi yang belum mengirimkan alamatnya ke nomor WhatsApp saya sendiri, silahkan Bapak Ibu semuanya, karena ini nanti akan menjadi salah satu syarat untuk bisa ikutan door prize. Door prize-nya lumayan loh. Kasih bocoran kali ya.
Boleh Mas Iwan.
Boleh ya?
Boleh.
Kita kasih bocoran bahwa door prize-nya itu nanti kita kasih tahu ya, untuk setiap peserta nanti akan mendapatkan bingkisan cantik. Peserta yang bertanya ataupun tidak bertanya, yang join pada kesempatan hari ini akan mendapat bingkisan cantik. Kemudian 5 peserta yang memberikan jawaban yang memberikan pertanyaan terbaik, dan tambahan juga untuk souvenirnya. Dan selanjutnya juga untuk peserta yang beruntung pada kesempatan pagi ini akan mendapatkan door prize nanti di akhir acara itu. Totalnya ada 5 peserta. Peserta juara kelima dan keempat nanti hanya mendapatkan bingkisan door prize. Kemudian peserta yang juara 3 akan mendapatkan bingkisan tambah dengan uang nilai Rp300.000. Kemudian yang juara 2 bingkisan plus Rp500.000 cash keras, dan yang terakhir juara pertama tentunya yaitu bingkisan plus mendapatkan uang cash keras juga, yaitu sebesar Rp800.000. Ini jangan kemana-mana dulu ya, soalnya nanti kita akan panggil pemenangnya ya. Nanti pemenangnya akan kita umumkan siapa di akhir acara. Dan harus diketahui juga Bapak Ibu bahwa nanti peserta yang beruntung mendapatkan spin wheel nantinya diwajibkan untuk raise hand, mengangkat tangan ya. Kalau nggak angkat tangan di aplikasi, nanti kami anggap itu
Tadi siapa nanti?
hadir. Jadi siap-siap nanti supaya tidak hadir ya. Jadi Bapak Ibu semuanya harus standby karena sebentar lagi Andi Chen selesai menjawab dan kita langsung masuk ke
sesi door prize kita dengan spin wheel.
Betul sekali. Jadi siap-siap ya. Sebentar, Q&A-nya semakin bertambah ini nampaknya. Oke, Bapak Ibu semuanya, untuk pertanyaan-pertanyaan, mohon maaf sekali tidak bisa kami jawab satu persatu di sini. Tapi kami nanti akan bantu mungkin menjawab pada sesi selanjutnya, mungkin di WhatsApp di mana. Memang kami buka bagi Bapak Ibu yang ingin melakukan pertanyaan. Oh, nantinya misalnya Bapak Ibu menginginkan kami untuk visit ke perusahaan Bapak Ibu, nanti kita bisa schedulekan bersama, misalnya nanti kita dari Inov, dari tim, kita akan visit ke tempat masing-masing dan nanti kita akan memberikan diskusi seperti yang apa yang ini seperti itu. Jadi mohon maaf untuk pertanyaan karena memang kita waktunya terbatas. Jadi silakan bertanya di sini, tapi kita tidak bisa menjawab satu persatu karena memang Andi Chat menjawab 5 pertanyaan dan sudah dijawab ternyata 5 pertanyaan oleh Andi Chat. Andi, I think enough for your answer in this session.
Okay.
Do you want to answer another question, Andi?
Yes, I'm still answering.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You continue to
I'm
write
still trying my best.
your answer, and then I will continue to next
Sure, you can, yeah,
lesson. Okay.
please.
Oke, Bapak Ibu semuanya, nampaknya Andi masih menjawab dan selanjutnya kita akan melakukan sesi yang kita tunggu-tunggu. Jangan lupa set raise hand-nya, kita waktu masih 5 detik saja
5
kan?
detik. Oke, 5
detik saja
detik.
ya.
5 detik. Lalu
5
kita
detik.
hitung ya Bapak Ibu.
5 detik. Nah, raise hand.
Kan tadi itu.
Nah, mulai saja, silakan operator munculkan di layar. Ini tidak ada apa namanya?
Ini real ya Bapak Ibu.
Ini real ya.
Jadi tidak ada dusta di antara kita ya.
Ada dusta di antara kita, tidak ada kong kali kong.
Gak ada kong kali kong.
Nanti yang beruntung adalah yang mendapatkannya. Yang mendapatkannya adalah yang beruntung.
Oke.
Baik, silakan.
Untuk spin wheels-nya boleh ditampilkan.
Dan mohon maaf ini sangat tidak menyenangkan ya buat jantung Bapak-bapak. Nah, itu kita akan deg-degan. Nyaman buat jantung kita, mohon maaf. Dan kita hitung 3. Kan?
Ini untuk
Yang terakhir ya?
yang kelima.
Yang kelima, oke.
Ya.
Yang kelima, yang ini pemenangnya adalah untuk yang kelima. Silakan. Nomor. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Siapa yang beruntung? Iya, maksudnya datangnya terlewet. Nah,
Januar.
tapi terus itu mundur. Pak Erik ada di sini.
Oke.
Pak Erik, kita halo dulu Pak Erik. Halo Pak Erik Januar.
Oke, kita hitung ya Bapak.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Pak Erik Januar kayaknya tadi udah left dan yes. Oke, diulangi lagi.
Kita lanjut lagi.
Dilanjut. Karena yang ikut di sini adalah orang yang ada di sini adalah orang yang ikut Bapak Ibu semuanya. Mungkin karena kepentingan. Erik present. Mana Pak Erik? Ada ya? Oke, berarti soalnya kita belum di sini lagi. Jadi Pak Erik Januar sudah menang ya, Pak Erik Januar dapatkan yang kelima. Mohon maaf tadi di hitungan terakhir tidak ada di lokasi. Oke, mau lanjut?
Oke, kita lanjut aja ya.
Boleh.
Yang keempat. Oke, silahkan di
Operator diputar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya, berwayang banyak.
Pak
Terima kasih Pak Heru dan selamat dan tolong resenya. Pak Heru sudah?
Sudah rese. Oke. Selamat Heru. Sudah di-
Oke. Terima kasih Pak Heru, dan kita ini tidak ada duitnya ya. Yang kelima keempat tadi tidak ada duit, tapi ada bingkisan. Ya, ini yang rupiah. Pak Ramadhani.
Oke, Bapak, selamat.
Pak Ramadhani.
Sudah resen?
Udah sudah Pak Ramadhani. Pak Ramadhani, yang lain berdoa semoga tidak resen, semoga tidak resen. Itu yang lain doanya kayak gitu semua dalam hati masing-masing.
Biar bisa dapat ini ya, gantian gitu.
Ya. Kata Pak Ramadhani? Belum? 5,
4,
4, ayo Pak Ramadhani. 3,
2,
Ramadhani.
1.
2, ayo Pak Ramadhani.
Oke, sudah resen?
Belum? Tidak ada dan dinyatakan cancel. Mana agak berat ya. Dan yang lain bilang alhamdulillah.
Oke, mohon maaf ya, Pak Ramadhani. Oke, lanjut. Ini masih tetap yang ketiga ya berarti ya?
Ketiga,
Oke.
ada uang Rp300 plus bingkisan cantik. Bingkisan cantik
Cantik banget.
banget, cantik. Nah, belum kita bisa sebutin apa-apa. Bingkisan. Wow, Kak Sigit Prayogo. Adakah Sigit?
Pak Sigit.
Ayo langsung selamat Kak Sigit mendapatkan bingkisan.
Selamat Bapak.
Mendapatkan Rp300 ya.
Ya.
Kita bahas dulu kita
Oke.
ke angka Rp500 plus bingkisan cantik. Dia dijamin bingkisannya pancen oye ya yang mendapatkan ini.
Oke.
Ayo kita spin lagi. Diputar. Siapa yang beruntung? Dan
Yang berharap ke
Debbie Arum.
Debbie Arum.
Debbie Arum mendapatkan bingkisan cantik. Luar biasa ini Debbie. Aduh, ternyata Bu Debbie Arum yang menang.
Kalau ada cash crush langsung ya, fast respon ya Mas Iwan ya.
Cash keras ya, cash keras.
200.000. Oke.
Dan terakhir adalah pemenang utama dengan bingkisan plus Rp800.000. Ayo. Dulu biar napas dulu para peserta, pucal-pucal. Ayo dipimpin dulu. Para pesertanya ini siapa yang menang?
Siap-siap ya untuk resennya gitu ya.
Pilihan saya kata-kata begitu ya.
Oke. Boleh silakan.
Diputar terus, agak lama muternya, dikocoknya agak bagus. Terus
Oke,
muter.
oke.
Wandi Wanapati, luar biasa. Wandi Wanapati, selamat Pak Wandi Wanapati dari Icon Plus ya. Icon Plus ya Pak Wandi Wanapati. Luar biasa, terima kasih Bapak Ibu semuanya. Mohon maaf bagi yang belum beruntung untuk door prize-nya. Dan insya Allah untuk souvenir nanti akan kita kirimkan. Mudah-mudahan souvenirnya bisa sampai dalam minggu ini karena memang kita ada proses untuk pengirimannya. Apalagi buat yang di luar Jakarta.
Oke. Bapak Ibu hadirin, selesai sudah rangkaian acara webinar pada hari ini. Selanjutnya kami menunggu feedback dari Bapak Ibu semuanya. Kami berharap bisa memberikan solusi terbaik untuk UC Solution di perusahaan Bapak Ibu semuanya.
Jangan ragu juga untuk menghubungi kami kembali apabila ada kebutuhan solusi dari Bapak Ibu.
Oke. Beli durian ke Cikini, beli nangka ke Papua.
Sekian acara webinar pada hari ini. Sampai jumpa di acara webinar selanjutnya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih semuanya yang udah join.
Sehat selalu Bapak
Thank
Ibu.
you. Thank you. I just
Thank
answered all the
you.
questions.
Thank you.
I just finished answering all the questions.
Okay. Thank you.